Peace and blessings, y'all. My name is Ubria, and I'm here with a timeless tarot / oracle / scripture reading. Whenever you watch this, it's for you. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Okay, what situation is the collective in right now? The person watching this reading, what situation are they in? Okay, we have it says challenging times. Ooh, 2 5s. So you're definitely in a time of change and transition, because we have teach, which is traditionally the Hierophant card at the bottom of the deck that carries the vibration of 5. And then coming into the reading, we also have, I think this is the 5 of Pentacles, challenging times. Yeah. So you just could be feeling a little bit left out of a situation. But here's the thing. I feel like whatever it is that's hard for you, or whatever it is that you're struggling with, you're putting on this face like it's very difficult is actually a shield. It's to protect your heart. In other words, there might be a way in which you're actually low-key grateful for whatever it is that's going on, because maybe it's providing you a lesson that you need, or maybe it's putting you in a position where you're gathering wisdom that other people will be able to listen to that will benefit you later. Or maybe it's the type of situation where it's made it so that it protects you, so that other people can't use your time and your resources or whatever, because you don't have any. Do you know what I mean? If there's something about this challenging times to me that I'm getting, it may not be as challenging as you're letting on. Okay, but let's clarify this. Clarify challenging times with a scripture. What is this situation? We have the Night of Pentacles. So something's moving slowly. It says, God is not a man that he shall lie, or a son of man that he should change his mind. Has he said, and will he not do it? Or has he spoken, and will he not fulfill it? So I'm getting, it's like there's some sort of promise that you know is awaiting you on the other side of whatever this challenge is, or whatever this obstacle is. So it's like that's where your mind is at. You may be going through something that's stressful or challenging you, but your mind is already on the other side of this, and I feel like that's helping to pull you through. And so whatever this is that you're going through, I feel like you're looking at it like a divine occurrence, even if it's stressful or difficult. You know that there's a blessing that awaits you on the other side. I feel like, and so that might be what is protecting your heart from feeling fully broken, or protecting you from feeling depressed, even if your circumstances are depressing. But I'm also getting, if there's something that's being held from you or kept back from you, like say it's money, like say your money's moving kind of slowly, or whatever it is, where you're feeling like a sense of lack, like there's something that you want that you don't have. I'm getting that you know that it's best that you don't have that right now, because it might be people around you. So let's get a card from your environment now that I said people around you. Yeah, I'm gonna use these cards. There might be people around you where you just don't need to have anything. You don't, whatever blessing that's coming to you, you might not need to have it with them people around you, whoever's around you. Because if you put the 5 of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles, that's 6 Pentacles all together, and 6 Pentacles is someone having to give to someone. So it might be like, if you had something, it might be people around you with their hands out. So like I said, this sad face is kind of a shield. You might be like super straight on your own. Like, yeah, I have, my bills are paid, I'm good, I just don't have any to share. Or if your bills aren't paid, maybe you've gotten an extension on them. If your business or your job is slow, I just saw dry desert. So yeah, you might be in between things right now. If your business is slow, or you're in between jobs or whatever, maybe your bills are low. Whatever it is, it's like you straight. The people around you can't they can't benefit from you right now. We have spirit of place in your environment. Yeah, exactly. Spirit of play. See, this card speaks about the answer is usually in front of your face. Like if it's a question of, I'm sorry, I think I lost my train of thought. I had to pause the video for a second and yell at my toddler. So ooh, Lordy. With spirit of place though, it's the kind of thing of like whatever's in your environment is exact, like the answer's right in front of your face. So if it's a question of you don't have enough money, maybe the answer is work more or eat less. Sorry, I had to pause it again. Oh, I'm getting frustrated, y'all. This is a very this is frustrating. I don't know if it's that I'm frustrated or just that the energy's frustrating, because it's like I'm getting like a stuck energy. I'm getting like whatever it is that you try to do, you get interrupted, or it's like everything that you try to do doesn't come to anything. So I feel like the answer that's most obvious in your environment is like, okay, because remember what I said, if you don't have enough money, like either work harder or eat less. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's such a unfeeling sentiment. Like if you, because but that's what I'm hearing. It's like if you want things to change, if you're eager for things to change, then what you want to hear is, oh, there's a blessing coming, or oh, because we have ride the wave at the bottom of the deck, which speaks to abundance. So I'm definitely getting like maybe you know what it's like to have a lot. Maybe you know what it's like to be abundant, or to just be out of this. If this isn't financial abundance, like say this is abundance of relationships, friendships, romance, whatever it is, I feel like you know what it's like to have that. um you know what it's like to have so much of that you're able to share, and right now you're in a space where you don't even have it to share with people, and it's you just only have what you need for you. And so you probably came to this reading looking for an answer, like, okay, well, how do I, when is this gonna break, or when is this gonna change? And it's like that's not the answer that I have to give you. So that could be very frustrating. Um, because it's just like you might just feel kind of stuck right now. But what I'm getting from the spirit of place card is that if you are in a situation where you feel stuck, that's because that's where you're supposed to be. That's because that's where God wants you. Yeah, we have the Chariot. It says, for God's temple is holy and you are that temple. So with this being Chariot energy here, it is, because the Chariot is about forward movement, but the Chariot can also be about holding still, right? Because there is, on the traditional tarot, there is a block on the front of that Chariot. But I feel like you're blocked, you're stuck, and you have no idea why. Remember, the Chariot is driven by two sphinxes, and the sphinxes represent mystery. So I'm just getting like, you're stuck and you're not sure why. But I'm just getting very strongly that whatever this is, it is for your protection. It may be uncomfortable, but it's exactly the way that it's supposed to be. And I'm just still getting very strongly that it's because of someone or something in your environment. But I feel like that's hidden from you. It's even hidden from this reading. I'm getting that intuitively, but I'm not seeing that in the cards. And so I'm getting that it is something that you don't necessarily see. God tends to see things that we don't see. And so if we're stuck, it's because God sees something that we don't see. I'm gonna say that again. There is someone or something in your environment that would drain you if you had what you wanted. So like say if this is about a relationship or a friendship, whatever romance partners would come to you right now at this time, or whatever friends will come to you right now at this time, would not be coming with the correct intentions. They might be coming just for what you have. Maybe they wouldn't necessarily be coming for you. So that's why you don't have anyone, or that's why you don't have anything. um it's a quote that like goes around YouTube or social media that just basically says, I hid their value from you because they're not part of your destiny, or something like that. But that's the energy that I'm getting from this reading. It could, I'm also getting that it's like the right thing for you, the right job, the right business offer, the right relationship, the right friendship is coming slowly, because maybe that person is also dealing with some challenges. Like maybe they're having to clear up some things in their environment so that they can come to you. just so that the circumstances can be right. And so you may be looking like, and you may be really be feeling this. And a lot of times when we feel something coming, it makes us very antsy. So you could just be feeling this coming very strongly, but it's not actually here. And so, it's like when you're in that space, you almost get like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like if you know you're going to cook like a real good dinner, but you know you can't cook it till 6 o'clock. And so at 4:30, you just eat a bag of bullshit, maybe some chips, some Twinkies, some Twix or whatever. And it's just empty calories. And it messes up your appetite for the real thing that you were supposed to get that was going to be really valuable and good for you. There's something that's coming that's really good for you. And I feel like the Most High wants you empty and prepared for that thing instead of accepting something else. So, yeah, that's, yeah. Yep. All right, let's get a card for what's your obstacle right now? So I'm just getting to recap, okay? The situation is you're feeling left out in the cold. You're feeling like something's not coming. It's taking forever. You're feeling lack. You're very aware that you don't have something. But in your environment, there is like a hidden leech. So you're being protected. All right, what's your obstacle? We have the Ace of Swords. Do you see what I'm saying? Remember when I said this is hidden from you? The Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Swords is about, well, you can't see it, but the Ace of Swords is about truth. Somebody is lying to you. That's the obstacle. There is a truth that's being hidden from you. Let's dig deeper into this. I'm going to use these cards right here. What is this truth that's being hidden from the collective? That's an obstacle. We have the Lovers. Oh my God, y'all. So remember what I said? Okay, there's a relationship. And this is the way the Lovers looks in this particular deck. Okay. But it's like there's a relationship. There's something that's just perfect for you. That's the truth that you can't see. So there's something that's just right for you that is coming very slowly. And in the meantime, we have rumors at the bottom of the deck. So you may have been watching readings or reading your horoscope or even doing or reading the Bible or talking to friends and family, and they may have been every single thing that you see may be telling you they're coming, it's coming, just keep the faith, what you want is coming, and all you see is that it's not here yet, and that may be just like be very overwhelming. But see, but the obstacle too, I feel like the truth is that every person is not a perfect fit. Just because there's an empty space in your life doesn't mean that just anything can fulfill it. So sometimes that space just has to be empty because, you know, the thing that's supposed to fulfill that space is just not ready yet. With the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, somebody is working on something. Somebody's been working on something for a very long time. We have the Nine of Wands to the Temperance card. So you could also just be like really tired of being patient about this. You could, and we also have the Hierophant card at the bottom of this other deck. Teacher, I feel like you are being in your highest vibe. You might be the type of person to even give advice to other people who's going through the same thing that you're going through. But when it comes to you, I feel like you are just at your wit's end. You're just tired of being patient, like low key. But the thing is, it's like if you are a teacher, if you are someone that people look up to, if you are generous, if you are a person who, if you had a lot, you will be always giving, then you are a very valuable person. And in my head, I heard commodity. But see, you're not a commodity. But I feel like there is someone who, whoever would come now would treat you like a commodity. And that's not what you are. You're someone who's, I feel like, gives a lot. And so you need someone to give back to you. You don't want someone to show up who says, yes, I know you're a giver, and so I'm a taker. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what you want. You want someone who would show up and want to give to you the way that you give to others. But that person may be tied up right now with takers. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand that this is not, if you're anything that you're waiting for, whether it's a job, if it's a relationship, it's a friendship, whatever, that is something that has to do with another person. Other people be dealing with their own shit. So if you're someone who's dealing with your own stuff, if you are going through challenging times, you have to understand that if you're on a certain wavelength or vibration with someone who is going to match you, that means you guys are going to be on the same vibe, on the same wavelength. And we do have Ride the Wave at the bottom of the deck with these two little dolphins here. You see what I'm saying? This is somebody who's dealing with their own stuff as well. It's like, you can't just snap your fingers and say, God, I'm ready, and whatever you're ready for appears. Oh, but what I was saying with this rumors card here at the bottom of this deck is that you could just be hearing that it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming everywhere, and it may be causing you to lose faith. Okay, so that could be the obstacle too, is like maybe you're thinking too much about this, or maybe you're talking too much about this, maybe you're inquiring too much about this, because it's starting to drive you a little bit crazy. Okay, so let's get some advice from this card. From this card. I mean from this deck. This deck is the Wild Offering Oracle. That's a really spiritual deck. This deck be giving advice that I don't want to hear. But I feel like who's ever listening to this reading, that's exactly what you... I feel like the whole reading is probably something you don't want to hear, so... Why should the advice be any different? We have calmness. And forgiveness at the bottom of the deck. So you could have, it's so funny. I know y'all just heard that sound. My father texted me right when I was looking at the forgiveness card. I can't stand his ass. I really can't. And he just texted me some passive aggressive shit just now. So just, it's like, I feel like that is part of the reading too. It could be people in your life like who you really don't want to deal with. So you just really want somebody to come into your space. You just really need a win. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like you may feel like everybody that you deal with is like a loss. Everybody wants to take from you, whether it's like bring your mood down, mess with your mind space, take your money, whatever it is. You may be really tired of that. And so you just really want somebody to come into your environment who will feed into you. And that's just not coming. But I'm getting that you just have to, like, right now, you just may have to deal with that stuff that you don't want to deal with. It's almost like cleaning your room because you're going to get new furniture. So if the movers are going to take that old bed out of there, you don't want them to lift up the old bed and you got a bunch of old papers and dust bunnies and hair bonnets and food containers and stuff like that underneath your old bed. Like, you want to make sure to clean your room. And by your room, I mean your mental space and your body, right? Clean all that up. Because there is, forgive me for saying this, but you're the one who clicked on this reading. There is someone coming. Or there is something coming, right? So you just want to make sure that you clear a space first. You want to make sure that you're not in a space of spite, right? Like, I really like this person, or I really like this job or this opportunity because that other person was an asshole, or that other job sucked, or that other business sucked, right? You don't want to be in a space of I like this because it's not that. You want to be in a space of liking and loving and appreciating whatever this is just for itself, because that's the type of energy that's coming towards you. Whatever's coming towards you is going to appreciate you just for you, not for what you have, not for what you can do for them, not because you're not her, not because you're not the ex or the other person or whatever. They're going to appreciate you just for you. But that's because whatever this opportunity is, it's doing its work first to clear its space. And so that's the same thing that you need to be doing. Now, as far as the card that I just pulled, it says calmness. And you see, I avoided reading the message because it got on my nerves. But it says, the inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. may your peaceful calm take over. Because I feel like you do need to be in a peaceful, calm state in order to deal with whatever mess, not mess, but like we do have challenging times here. Whatever it is that you need to deal with before this new phase begins, you need to be in a calm space to deal with it. And if you're feeling like an intense feeling of lack, or like if you're feeling like you just can't, you want something so bad and it's just not coming, that does make you feel kind of panicky. It makes you start to feel afraid that it's not ever going to come. Do you know what I'm saying? And so you want to be in a space of like almost not even giving a shit, like just being kind of detached to where it doesn't matter. And I feel like I've said this in another reading. You want to get to the point where you're like, if wondering about this thing is taking my peace, then I don't care about it anymore, because my peace is the most important thing. Once you prioritize your peace, it makes it very easy to deal with the things in your environment that are traumatizing your peace. Do you see what I'm saying? So let's see if there's anything else. Well, should we look at the outcome? No, I'm not going to look at the outcome, because I feel like the outcome would be like, it would just be something else that's not here yet. If I pulled cards for the outcome and it showed you a new relationship, or it showed you a new job or whatever, and then that thing took too long, it would still just keep you in a space of being like, damn, it's just another reading that said this thing is coming. All the readings keep saying this thing is coming and it's not here yet. And the Bible says hope deferred makes the heart sick. So I don't want to make your heart sick. That's not why I turned on the camera. I want to give you hope and endurance to get through whatever you're currently going through. So we're not going to worry about the future. Okay? We're going to be here now. That's the message for this reading. Be in the present. Take care of what you need to take care of now. Forgive who you need to forgive now. Love on yourself now. Relax your mind now. Clean your room. Hang up your clothes. Do your laundry. Do your homework. Feed your kids. Do your hair. Go to the dentist. Go to the doctor. Do whatever you need to do now. Okay? That's the most important thing. Take care of you. Take care of your mental health. Make sure that you're peaceful. And if wanting something so bad is stealing your peace, then release that. Release that. And fulfill yourself with yourself during this time. Okay? So that is the message. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you would like a personal reading from me, that information is in the description box below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have not yet, please subscribe to my channel. And have a great day.